We all revved up. Nowhere to go. Matt and Rob in the TCA studio to kick off another week. We're on social media at Talkcan Audio. Subscribe to the pod wherever you're hearing us right now. What's happening, man?
See, that new intro, you're channeling your late 80s. It's got kind of the...
It's not Wasp.
Yeah, it's not, I want to be somebody. I told you, man, we should go in for a bit of that.
For some more Wasp?
Yeah. A little bit of mid-80s.
I don't know any Wasp.
I just gave it to you.
Yeah.
I want to be somebody.
I swatted it away.
Yeah. Or the other
like a wasp.
Or the other one. Yeah. Like my older brother, any kind of flying insect like that, he's running.
So he's probably having a great time in Africa right now.
He's got his vuvuzela.
I hope so.
Yes.
That's what we call his booty.
Yeah. He's the great white rhino. Or water buffalo.
Great
Probably
white,
water buffalo. White, perhaps.
The mediocre white buffalo.
He was going on a safari.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you'd be lucky if they let you out of the sanctuary.
Who's trying to smuggle that guy home?
Nobody.
Well, I've been following his wife's posts on Instagram.
Okay.
They seem to be she seems to be having a good time. I can't speak for him.
Yeah. Well, he was excited. And again, I don't know how old you have to be, but he was excited about his man-made pants.
See, we just did this.
No, there's underwear. We did underwear. He's got pants, which have a drawstring.
No, you and I, on Thursday night, were at the Need a Beer Company.
Oh, did we?
And you, once again, were raving.
About the underwear.
Somebody sponsor this fucking podcast, the man-made underwear.
Yeah.
And I said they've got this commercial that's now for, like, pants. Like, we don't have belt loops because we don't want a belt. There's just a drawstring. But trust me, you can wear these anywhere. Like, you cannot wear those anywhere. These are fucking pajama pants. And all good, man. Like, if you want to have a nice pair of comfortable house pants, that's totally legit. But don't try and sell me that as something I can wear, like, to a funeral. Or
airplane pants, which is apparently what this guy was loving. Not this guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
That guy. The white rhino.
So, yeah, I'm like, white water buffalo. I think the albino water buffalo would be good. Anyways, I am not buying a pair of pants that my 82-year-old dad thinks are a great idea. But yet my older brother thinks that's... Now, again, Dad, if you're listening, they're great for you.
Well, it's all purpose built. Like I got a pair of sweatpants that I just wear around the house. I'm not leaving the house in them. Yeah. I'm probably not spending $85 or whatever Man-Made's going to charge for.
Apparently, incredibly comfortable.
All right.
And I'm just telling you, I've now got two people.
We have talked an awful lot about a company that's
giving us nothing.
Giving us nothing but comfort.
I'm going to go home and I'm going to drink a Coors Light.
Yeah.
And get on top of my wife because Man-Made ain't giving me shit.
I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to drink a Coors Light. That's a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing. And hell, I might even get on top of my wife tonight. See y'all later.
Let's have a beer, man. And let's start with my beer because you have provided my beer today.
I have.
And tell me about it, man. What do you want me to know about this beer?
I want to know how you feel about it. I've already
drank
one.
You're giving me nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're going to crack it, and you're going to smell it, and you're going to go through all those things, and you're going to... What do you get from that in terms of the smell?
It smelled... I didn't really give it a whole lot of time for that.
I heard it, and then I was just like... and there was swallowing as well. Anyways, the aroma is what I was looking for first and foremost.
I did give it a quick sniff, but
nothing.
I was anxious.
You're not getting anything.
It's dark.
Yeah. What's a stout?
Got a little bit of.
Is that the bitterness you're getting? So
I don't find it that bitter. Am I supposed to be finding it bitter? I don't find it that bitter.
So I had it on Friday night.
Yeah.
I found the finish to be bitter.
Okay.
So this is from McKinnon Brothers out of beautiful
down near Bath, Ontario.
Yeah,
okay.
So this is their wild peppermint stout.
Okay.
So to me, when I poured mine into
our
a glass,
buddy Nate Sager,
loves
the McKinnon Brothers brewery. He was the one who first ever mentioned them.
Okay, well he's a Bath guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, at least a
Bath adjacent.
Yes, let's call it that.
Yes. But yeah, to smell it, it smelled like a bit like an after eight
Yeah, okay.
when I poured it into a glass. Now, I wasn't getting a lot of peppermint,
No.
so I'm not sure if they've just used like crushed wild peppermint, like the actual plant. Mm-hmm. So it had a pinch of a medicinal finish. That's what I found. And so,
Well, I find most beers have something of a medicinal property to them.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the taste versus the effect.
Yeah. No, it's the next morning where I'm looking for something more medicinal.
More medicinal, like a diaper or
Yeah, all right.
an antacid, perhaps.
A couple of those before bed. One when I wake up at 4 a.m. for a piss. Pop another one.
Yeah.
And,
So that comes in at 4.8.
all right. It's a nice place to start.
Yeah, for sure.
I was at the something Monk in Lindsay.
Okay, no.
Yeah, no. And it doesn't matter. But it was the first. I think we've talked about this on the show before. I went into that brewery, the Pie-Eyed Monk.
There you go.
And they were doing some stuff with the Lindsay Brewing Company. And I did a flight in there right around New Year's. This is like 4 or 5 years ago now. And I didn't like anything. And so I was like, I don't know. Then just give me the peppermint porter. It was a dry pepper. And that was the driest beer. And it said on it, I'm not trying to rip them for that. It's dry peppermint porter. It was the driest beer. Like, I'm sipping on a fluid. My mouth is dry. Like, it was really, and I didn't care for it. And I didn't care for anything in there at the time.
The Lindsay Brewing Company getting ripped.
I did care for the pizza. They were doing a great job on the food in there.
Yeah, right.
But a year or so later during the summer, my cousin was over to the house with a bunch of new. We got a new brewmaster. They got a bunch of new things. Try this. And all of that was pretty good. And anything I've grabbed out of the Lindsay Brewing Company since has been pretty good. But I do remember being there. It's the holiday season. You're just looking to find one thing that I can ride with, right? Just something I can coast on. Like,
nope.
I'm in a brewery.
Nope.
None of this is working. So shout out to them for 4 or 5 years ago replacing their brewer.
Making a change.
Yeah, everything since then has been...
well, and I don't know how old it is, the company, Lindsay Brewing Company.
Yeah, neither do I.
But a lot of times, too, they also, when you start up, like we were talking to Andy the other day, it takes you a while to get your chops.
Sure.
Right? Like you get in there and you're like, okay, I used to make beer in the toilet at home or in the tub, whatever. And you're just,
in prison.
And now, it's all potato based for some reason and toothpaste. But now you're making it on a larger mass scale and it's just different. Right?
And I agree with you on that. I don't think this guy ever found it. They just replaced him outright. And
he found it. It's out in the back parking lot.
What do you got, man?
I am back to, I believe I had something from Reinhard last week.
Within the last couple weeks, anyway.
Yeah, so back to Reinhard. This is their hop cone syndrome.
It's a syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome, hop cone syndrome.
It's a reach, man.
All right. Anyways, I didn't write it. I'm just reading it.
No, you're taking a blast for this.
Okay. This is their double IPA coming in at 8%.
Okay. So it's a strong. It's a big boy.
So I don't normally go in for the doubles.
Yeah, I think we talked about that recently, but you're
I'm
leaning into it here.
I'm giving it a swing here.
Yeah.
The problem I find with them, so this one again is it's juicy. It's got a nice, some kind of tropical fruit. I can't particularly pick it out right this moment. Pineapple, if you were to press me.
Sure.
But
I won't.
When you get the doubles, when you get the double amount of the hops, it ends up getting that the carbonation doesn't come through like you would hope. And it ends up sort of tasting a bit of like an energy drink almost, right? Like you get that kind of, it's juicy.
That's so interesting, man. I don't find that. I don't find they lose a whole lot of carbonation. Like they can often come off a little, I was going to say crispier. That's not it.
No, it's not crispier. It's the opposite. It's almost, it's smoother. It's
yeah. I don't know, man.
It's not void of carbonation, but it just, in terms of that
Okay.
I'm sipping a beer, I'm drinking. You sort of lose that a bit with the double IPAs.
All right.
Anyways,
Yep.
it's juicier than I see with some. So it's interesting. And again, the fact that I don't love a DEPA,
Right.
I'm not going to blame them for that.
Last week I had a cream ale and went, this is just not my style.
Right.
This is perfectly fine beer, right? I'm not going to rip the brewery going. But this thing I've voluntarily opened is terrible.
Yes.
No.
So, but it is juicy, and I am enjoying that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste overly boozy, but I do miss some of that effervescence.
See, yeah. To me, what do you say? 6.8%?
No, 8.
8%. That's right on the borderline of boozy. I think you can still creep a little. Now, it sort of depends on who's brewing it, who's put it together. But 8% doesn't have to be boozy. It's sort of when you start to get into those like 9.5s, and you're like, now it's hard to miss the.
Well, there's a woman at work who's she was just a straight up lager drinker.
Yeah.
And
lager.
I'm like, you know what? That's fine if that's the beer you like.
Yep.
But if you've tried other beers and went, no, you know what? That's just my resting place. Is at the lager. So she started trying some, just some ales, a couple of English ales, a bitter, and she's like, God damn it, Jimmy! There's a world of beer out here.
I've been missing out.
And she's like, now I don't find I love the lager so much, right? For all the different stuff that is out there.
Yeah.
Like even a Pilsner or a Märzen or there's all your Dunkels, even in the lager.
Your Dunkels.
The lager family, you know what I mean? Like you can a black lager, all kinds of things that there's so much to explore. And so anyways, it is one of those things where there's a world of beer. We were talking about it with music in the green room. You can just jump in. You're like, hey, man, what do we got going on here? This is good. That's not.
We should take a moment here to send a little love to the people who were working over at the Kitchissippi Brewing Company who shut down at the end of last week. Had heard that was coming for a little while, but they managed to put up a good fight. And right till the end, it sort of came down to, the extra stuff, the delivery stuff, some of the over-the-top costs, because I don't think anybody believes Kitchissippi didn't make pretty good beer. It was just they ran into some trouble, and so they shut down here, at the end of last week.
Friday.
Yeah. And they, as they should have, towards the end, just sort of kept everything in-house. Come on in, have something. There's stuff to take away. We're going to keep our events that we do. I think there was a trivia night there on the second last night. So shout out to them and the people who worked over there. Everything I've heard about the ownership there is that the people were incredible and just couldn't make it work this time. This is the brewery, for people who don't remember. Our buddy Bunda, his mom, had her farm burned down, and then the company that was hired to rebuild it fucked like half their clients and just pieced out of nowhere. No insurance, no nothing.
Bankrupted or something,
And the Kitchissippi Brewing Company did a thing for quite a while that was like a certain percentage of, I don't have the exact details in front of me, but a certain percentage of sales on these beers for these couple of weeks will go towards helping her out. So just community-minded people, as you find most of these owners are of local breweries. So shout out to them.
Well, and they had some food trucks in the parking lot.
Yep.
Used to go over, and so you'd grab something from the food truck, and you could take the Kitchissippi beers
100%, man.
Out into the parking lot.
Yep. Beauty.
And so, it was beauty. And so, anytime the community that we love, you loses a member, you feel bad. Lee.
100%. Let's start with the WBC, man.
Oh, I love it.
This has been off to a really fun start. And I think you and I talked about this before it started. The way I was cruising in on this was trying to reinvent or grab a hold of the high from the championship game 3 years ago, right? The Japan-USA, the dream matchup, the Ohtani Trout. Yeah. You're like, can we do that again? Like, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but can we get some more of that? Because I think that one was probably the best one, at least in terms of takeaway memory, that we've seen so far. And this has been off to a really fun start, man. I'm curious, I don't expect you to remember everything that's gone on in the Netherlands-Nicaragua game or whatever else, which did turn out to be a pretty fun walk-off for
a 3-run homer, was it?
Yeah, for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
But how much have you taken in outside of Canada? Because so far as you and I sit here, Canada's only played the one game. They will play again tonight against Puerto Rico.
Panama.
Okay. We will.
It's Colombia, Panama. They finish with Puerto Rico, Cuba. So the final 2 games, they'll really know, especially that final game, they'll know what they need to do.
Right.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's Panama Sunday night.
Okay.
Just highlights mostly.
Yeah.
Right? The Ohtani Grand Slam.
With the Emperor in the house.
Yeah. As you
Nero Hito.
Yeah. It's close
Which
to
sounds
close to Hito.
Yeah. But I guess that he hasn't been to, well, not this guy, but a Japanese emperor has not been to a baseball game since the 60s and showed up he stayed for half the Japan game.
Did he see the Ohtani game?
No, he left before.
Oh, man.
Don't leave early, folks.
You never leave early. You never know what's going to happen.
I was because there was no reason to watch the Leafs on Saturday. So I was big into Great Britain, USA. And Tariq Skubal gives up a dinger on the first pitch of the game. And this is the guy that we've been talking about as he's only going to be there for the first round to make one start. And then we're not sure beyond that. He's probably going to have to go back. He's got a contract year, like all this. And he leaves the game down 1-0 to Great Britain. And there's this guy for Great Britain who strikes out Judge, Harper, and the names escape. Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah, Gunnar Henderson, yeah.
He strikes out this, and he walks off staring down the American bench. And so many people on Twitter like, who the fuck is this guy? Act like you've been there before. He hasn't been there before.
And he's a plumber by trade, and he just struck those guys out.
He has not got one inning of Major League experience, and he just retired those 3 guys. I don't care if you cartwheel off the mound after that, man. Well, this tournament's been so fun for that kind of
I'm going to quote Joe Thornton.
Yeah,
I score 4 goals, I'm whipping down my pants and stroking it right there. Like, what?
I wish you hadn't quoted Joe Thornton, but yeah, man.
You get it.
Yes. This has been really fun. Like, still to come this week, we're going to get a Venezuela-Dominican Republic game. That's going to be awesome. What did we see? Puerto Rico, Panama.
Yeah.
I think the other night.
Or Colombia.
That was for sure. Was Panama had the lead. They end up walking in the tying run in the bottom of the 9th before Puerto Rico wins it in a walk-off in the 10th. Over in that pool that they've got going on in Tokyo, you see Australia like putting up a hell of a fight and can still come out, but they end up, as you suggest or mentioned, losing to Japan. Taipei beats Korea. I don't think anyone saw that coming. Like, these are fun moments, man. And you can create this kind of buzz or this kind of fun. Like, the Italian team is doing shots of espresso after home runs, right? Like, that's weird.
How about the Dominican home run jacket?
I don't think we're allowed to enjoy home run jackets. I think those are poisonous.
They have quite a home run jacket.
Vladdy gets 3 RBIs in their first game. That's a good sign for...
You see and I can't remember, with all these Latinos, the bat flips on RBI singles. Like, there's lots of that sort of dancing down the first base line. Like, the Latins really...
I saw somebody point out that, they weren't trying to paint everyone with the same brush, but it looks like most of these teams are having the time of their lives, and the Americans are still walking around like this is some sort of military exercise with a stick up their ass. And look, they're good. And all. I guess you didn't, it sounds like, check out most of the Britain USA game.
I didn't see a lick of that game.
I was encouraged just by watching the first period of the Leaf game to turn the channel
Yes.
and watch USA Great Britain. And like I said, the Brits hit a home run off Skubal to start, and they hold it tight for a couple innings, and you're just like, no, but maybe. And then we get to the fifth inning. Kyle Schwarber hits like a 450-foot home run off some guy no one's ever heard of before after, the guy I had spoken about from Great Britain had walked off. Yeah, exactly.
The guy from Wrexham or wherever he's from.
It's just, I think, we can come at this from a couple different angles. The fun elements of it, the problems of it. Like, you have pitchers for just about every team outside of the United States and maybe the Dominican Republic, maybe Japan, that you don't want to see batters twice. And so even with outside the pitch limits, like your starter, you kind of let go up until as close to the pitch limit as you can. But then you bring somebody in, you're like, I don't want that guy to see or judge to see him twice or what. And so these games that kind of feel tight at the beginning, close at the beginning,
yeah.
Like, I wonder how many of the Netherlands bullpen can hold it tight, right? And that is still the
once
problem.
you get past their first, maybe second starter, like you get into the third starters, some of these places have problems.
Right. Well, even the starters, those have been selected for a reason, right? As your bet. But if you're going to have to throw somebody new out there, like how many guys are coming out of the bullpen, like basically from the fourth inning on in the first round, right? Because starters can only go so deep. Even Team Canada, Philippe Aumont, who's a great story. He's a farmer in Gatineau now.
Came out struck at the guy though.
Yeah, but he hasn't pitched in pro baseball in, what'd they say, 3 years, 5 years?
He's been retired for 5.
Yeah,
but he pitched in the 2023 he came out of retirement to pitch in 2023.
Just some guy who apparently, once he started having kids, was like, I don't want to miss that. I don't want to be traveling around all the time. Went home, built a farm in Gatineau. I'll figure that out, right? And
never had farm before.
No.
Yeah.
Every couple of years, if you need me for Team Canada, I'll show up and just hurl it in there.
Get it up into the mid-90s too, right? I got you for a couple. I got 12 pitches.
Yeah. It's been fun, man. And that's all I'm hoping for round one. Like, Canada beat Colombia. Did you sit down for any of that? The Canada game?
I had I was, as I told you in the green room, I was making soft pretzels.
Right.
So I had the Jays, Max Scherzer's first start, on the assistant in the kitchen. And upstairs, because I was doing laundry going up and down, I had the WBC game, the Canada-Colombia game on upstairs. So I caught large portions of it.
So we see Bo Naylor mowing guys down who keep trying to steal on him.
Don't do that.
It's a great play from Josh Naylor to Bo Naylor on early innings, like throwing it. Owen Casey, I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah, the home run?
The home run. And I will put the audio in here in post. I don't have it clipped because...
You suck, man.
I'm bad at this. But often when guys, even in the pros, like come back into the dugout, you can kind of hear the hey, and they're slapping hands. Crystal clear, you hear Owen Casey go, fuck. Guy hung the shit out of that.
He doesn't miss.
Fuck. Oh, you hung the shit out of it.
22.
So, like, these are just guys having a great time, man. That Canadian team, Denzel Clark out in center field is a defensive wizard. Otto Lopez is really good defensive. Now, he got hit by a pitch. I think there was a little concern there. But, like, there's a lot, like Tyler Black, Tyler O'Neill, like the Naylor brothers. This Canadian team doesn't have any kind of pitching, but through the round robin, if they can put up 6-8 runs like that, they'll be fine.
But between...
Columbia's legit as far as this pool goes.
No, they're 0-2.
Yeah.
If you look at, between Michael Soroka, you look at Jamison Tyone, you look at
James Paxton coming out of retirement.
Quantrill,
Cal Quantrill,
Cal Quantrill, in terms of the three... That's okay. That to me is better than what most...
Sure.
Not most, but most of this tournament. I think that's cool. It does become a little bit more interesting in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys like you could have used Romano, you could have used Pop. There's guys you could have used here.
Oh yeah,
that aren't here in the bullpen, which is probably going to be the spot if there is a letdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to come out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I just want to see them come out of pool play.
Yes, for sure. Play the Americans. That's likely what that would be in a quarter. It would be Canada, USA.
But this has been fun. And that's really all I can hope for in something like this. Like, I think you have to be reasonable that, you know, when we go to an Olympic hockey tournament, losing a gold medal game is a disappointment. If you can play in a semi against Japan even.
If you've never made a quarter.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Let's get to a quarter.
Right. But there is a path here that if you can mash a little bit against some of the teams you're going to have to go up against.
Yeah. If you can beat Puerto Rico, if you can win this division, that's what
even
it comes
Cuba.
down to.
Like we'll
see. I know, but that's what I'm saying is you finish second in this pool.
But in the past, we've found ways to lose to a Colombia or lose to a Mexico or whatever, right?
No,
and
I think this team is the best team they've sent, despite some of the people that aren't there.
Yeah, no, for sure. You're sort of, like you said, missing a couple of pitchers here. You're wondering,
we could have used Freeman here.
Sorry, upset you, Freeman, with that Sick Kids commercial, man. We didn't mean it, buddy. I'm enjoying the hell out of it, man. And I have found myself turning on the Netherlands-Nicaragua game and seeing, the Netherlands pull one out of the fire. And you're just like, that's cool shit, man. And like I said, that USA, what is happening outside the studio?
As long as they don't stop out front, Matt, we're good.
Fuck, there's been like 9 sirens here. I don't know how much the mics are picking up, but...
they're picking it all.
All right. That Great Britain USA game was fun. And look, like I said, you get into the bullpens, and all of a sudden Kyle Schwarber's going to golf one out. But to watch some guy that no one has ever heard of strike out Harper, Judge, and whatever that name was that I finally came up with, Gunnar Henderson. Yeah. I don't know. That's cool, man.
Well,
it's similar to World Juniors in that vibe, right? Like,
or World Hockey Championships, where the Danes that one year had the Carpenter, who was the goalie,
right,
if you remember, and he was like standing on his head, stealing
like
you
saves.
Said
Plumbers and carpenters.
Yes, the guy was a carpenter, legit a carpenter.
Yeah,
and yet I play some hockey.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I got a lot of time for this, especially through the round. And look, obviously the baseball will get better as the rounds advance. The rules loosen up on pitchers a little bit. The bad teams get, but it's fun to watch the bad teams put up a fight here. And so I don't know. That held me, man. That
yes,
the Americans against the Brits, they didn't break out till the 5th inning.
Yeah,
and you can kind of feel it coming because you know they're going to get into the bullpen and whatever else, but. Doesn't mean you don't enjoy it for what it is.
That Canada-Colombia game was 3-1 for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then it got into the later innings. And as you suggest, sometimes the bullpens just can't hold. Now, beyond the Canadiens, who aren't likely to win this tournament.
It's true.
Who is the other team that you were attaching your...
The Dominicans.
The Dominicans? Yeah.
Because if I got to have a second choice, it's got to be one with a shot at it. Like, I was fine with the Japanese beating the Americans in the gold medal.
I just want to see the Americans not win.
Yeah. That's always, man. It's just about anything.
And it's going to be like the
World Snooker Championship.
Me going to the World Juniors, and you're like, oh, okay, Canada loses. And you're like, all right, then.
Go Slovakia.
Czechia.
Yeah.
Go. And then it's like, Finland. Suomi.
Yeah.
Suomi. Like, it just, after, that's what it's going to be. My next favorite team will be whoever
There's a lot of
the Americans.
Yeah, and this is it. For me, it will be the same way you used to, because you won't have to anymore, watch the Leafs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whoever's playing them. Yeah. So that's the way I will view it. Whoever's playing the Americans, and then whatever team has got Blue Jays on it. Like Saturday night, Ernie Clement is running one out to first base. I'm like, good for you, man. Love you, buddy. But I really want the bad thing to happen to your team, right? Like I really want the holy shit, the Brits just beat team. And now, it did not happen. In fact, it didn't come close to happening. But for 4 or 5 innings, we were all having a good time.
I saw the clip of Davis Schneider wearing a Ernie Clement USA jersey. He's all in.
Sure.
Yeah. And so everyone's having fun. I think
why not, man?
It is.
And we've seen Andres Jimenez make the crazy leaping catch. It's short. Like there's some Jays content out there, and you just cheer for your guys to have a good outing, right?
And Jimenez, did you have any idea where he was from?
Is he not Venezuelan?
Yeah, he's Venezuelan, but I'm like, Jimenez, is he Is he Dominican? Is he Mexican? Is he? I had no idea. Then he's like, Venezuela.
There I am.
Which is soon to be American.
Well, Dominican, yeah, well, let's not go there. The Dominican Republic Venezuela game I think it's on Tuesday. Like, for me, that's can't miss.
Must see TV.
I'm in, man.
Oh, Matt is buying it.
I am buying it, man.
Matt has got the baseball bug.
I have
right
to.
up his keister.
I have to. Because the hockey bug has gotten toxic. Has hurt me bad.
I haven't paid any attention. That's not true.
It actually is pretty close to true for me. I've been checked out for a while.
You didn't notice that Austin Matthews has not scored a goal in 7 games? Have you noticed that?
The last time Austin Matthews scored a goal, the Ayatollah of Iran was still alive.
The Ayatollah of no goal scorer.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll.
Yeah, I was just doing my. I'm working it.
Yeah. Look. Let's do the deadline thing after the break.
Sure.
Let's start here, though. I want to hit you with something that I saw online on Saturday night. No. This will only be like my 3rd or 4th best shot. So, on Saturday night, Yuri Slafkovsky hits 50 points for the 3rd time before his 22nd birthday.
Okay.
How many Habs have hit that mark?
Oh.
You know, at the same number of times or better.
3 times?
Before 22nd birthday.
Wow. I want to say it's super low. 2?
Yeah. See, that's where I would have gone. It's none. He's the first.
Okay. See, none was the way you were setting it up. But then
like this asshole wants me to.
Yeah, but because I'm like Guy Lafleur, Steve Shutt. Like I'm thinking of these sort of late 70s guys as the game opened up.
Wasn't Lafleur the one that they had to buy up the Quebec League to get, or was that Bellevaux?
That's Bellevaux.
Yeah. So there are a bunch of guys here that you look at and like, I get the draft rules used to be different, but 50 points is not.
It's not
a high number to clear. He's the first Montreal Canadian to clear 50 points just 3 times. Of course. I keep reading this Sportsnet stats. I kept looking. I'm like, that can't be real. When you look at the names, right, that used to play for this team.
But it used to be a 20-year-old draft.
Yeah.
So you weren't drafted until 20.
I don't even have time to get there.
Yeah. So there isn't enough years. So I think that does take that away, right? So. It does come.
But even you leaned to 2. Like, there's got to be somebody, I don't know, Chelios or Desjardins or somebody.
How about a Vinny Domfus?
Right. None of them, man. That was wild to me. So they actually, they were playing the Kings on Saturday night.
Big comeback again.
Yeah. I think a lot of Sens fans were hoping that would go differently.
I don't really care. That to me, it's Bruins or bust.
Well, let's get into that before we take the break here. The more I'm looking at it,
close to a break.
Yeah.
Oh,
drink faster.
I was going to say your beer must be done.
It's not done, but it's approaching done.
And how did you find that?
I'm enjoying it. Like you said, the peppermint, as we've often talked about, especially with a darker beer,
it warms,
it's coming out a little bit more.
Yeah.
But still not in an overpowering way. But I am enjoying it.
Okay.
Better than the Pie-Eyed Monks dry peppermint porter.
All right. So there was flashbacks. I get that. I fucking hate the peppermint. Okay.
Fucking Pie-Eyed Monk.
Yeah.
No.
Boston or bust?
I think it's Detroit. I think looking at the underlying numbers, and now you see Larkin, we'll see how long. And I guess for the good listener, we have transitioned poorly here in terms of who the Sens are going to need to catch. You have 2 games in hand on the Wings, 1 game left against the Wings. And man, all year long, I have viewed the Wings similar to how I used to view the Bruins. Like, you're not real. Like, it's time for you you're going to fall off.
Well, and did I hear Gibson was hurt? Did I hear?
I don't know if he still is. He has been. Yeah.
Because Ottawa has
but they have
dominated Detroit twice and lost in overtime because Gibson is doing
Ottawa right
Gibson
now.
Shit.
Yeah.
in
He's
Detroit
returned
this
to
year.
form.
Yes, exactly.
Well, he had started very well. Actually, he started very poorly. Then he got hot for a while. Now he's less hot. As happens to all of us as
Not
time
me,
goes
man.
on.
Fine wine over here. Fine wine.
I think right now the Sens remain 4 points out, but that's 4 behind Boston. And I think Detroit is currently 1 ahead of Boston. I think at the end of the day, you're going to find yourself
points up.
fighting with Detroit, not Boston.
So what is the first tiebreaker? Is it head-to-head or is it regulation wins?
It's a great question, man.
But
I don't have
it's
it.
just one of those things where that's a Googleable thing that I should just Google it. Matt's not going to answer me. I assumed you would know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
So
The problem with so Rob and I were talking about this in the green room. I get upset when people text me things that they could have easily typed into Google to get that answer. And it's often because I just think like you didn't need to bug me with that. And in this case, it's because I don't know that. Now you've made me look bad.
I don't know it either.
I don't know.
I've
I don't
asked
know
you.
things. I'm not a smart person.
Because I was looking at, and I didn't look at Detroit, but I was so,
They are tumbling.
yeah, just in terms of
They're down into the wild card. They had been.
they're the first wild card.
Yeah.
And Ottawa has more regulation wins than Detroit.
Yeah, has
But-
a game, 2 games in hand on Detroit,
but
and
less
plays Detroit again. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to. Yeah, go ahead.
and less regulation wins than Boston, but Ottawa has dummied Boston head-to-head. So Ottawa would lose the head-to-head
Yeah.
to Detroit. They would win the head-to-head against Boston. They would
Yeah.
win the regulation wins
Well,
against Detroit.
I think the first tie break now that is regulation and overtime wins ahead of shootout wins. Right, the row.
Okay, but so there's RW and then there's RO. Why do you
Yes.
have both? Why do we need both?
Ask Gary. Stupid.
Can I have our first round pick back, Gary?
No.
Yes, I have pick envy. Anyways. Yeah, it's a hard P. They tell us in broadcasting, don't pop the P.
In some cases, it's important to do so.
It is. I'm still looking at Boston.
Is there any chance at all that a Montreal that stood pat is the one that's going to fall back?
No,
Okay.
I don't feel like that.
I don't really feel like that either, but you have seen Demidov now end up in a slump. You have seen them not go out and address goaltending at the deadline. I still think they're better than Detroit. I think they're better than Boston. I do believe. I don't know why I hesitate on. They're better than Boston.
Because you don't want to. Your inherent thing is
Well, I kind of hate both those
Montreal
teams.
sucks.
Yeah. Well, so does Boston.
I just think
Stop shoving that up my ass.
yes.
Somebody's not going to capture that.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Clip that. And you're like, oh wait, the guy who clips it is
Nope.
it's his ass.
Whoops.
There's nothing I've seen so far this year that says that Montreal is not going to keep doing what it is exactly that Montreal's doing.
And yet they have sort of, again,
Yes.
seen their shooting percentage drop off a little
Well,
bit.
And they dropped from, they were flirting with Tampa.
Yeah. Hey,
They've now
Tampa.
dropped into, for little footsie. They have dropped down into that first wild card, back into the third divisional spot. Like they've sort of,
Yep.
I get it, what you're saying, that they're not as good. And can we just for 1 second, I know you love these side avenues.
Yeah.
The talk at the beginning of the season where Demidov was going to be the fucking shoe-in
Yeah.
Calder.
Yeah.
And then this whole Matthew Schaefer thing has happened. Is there any chance in your
Not
mind?
even a contest.
No, it's not. Stop it! He's already dead. Yes, exactly.
I'm right on top of it, man.
He's already dead.
Yeah, it's not even going to be close.
Zero chance that it's not Schaefer. Yes, I agree.
Let me hit you with one more thing before we take the break here and grab a beer and hit the deadline stuff. The Buffalo Sabres on Saturday night. I'm not going to do it.
Saturday night, and I like the way you move. That thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did it a lot last year.
Pretty baby.
For a moment on Saturday, the Buffalo Sabres were first in the Atlantic Division before
Motherfuckers, 20 games over 500, those guys.
before Tampa came in and kicked the living piss out of the Leafs and grabbed that spot back. They are going to play later this afternoon in Buffalo for first place in the division. But in that moment on Saturday, where
Those
Tampa,
two teams, is Tampa Buffalo on Sunday?
Suddenly can't miss television. I'll probably miss it.
Right now.
Yeah. I think it's like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Travel from Toronto to Buffalo was rough.
It's onerous. Yes, it is.
So, so the Atlantic Division was formed when the league reshuffled in 2013. This is the first time Buffalo has led the division, or that moment was, outside of November at the latest, since that division was formed. And like you as a Sens fan, you remember a few years earlier, the Buffalo Sabres, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Ottawa Senators, like those teams were running the East. Philly was mixed in there a little bit. Is this
the Derek Roy, Jason Pominville, Dominic Hasek?
Well, not Hasek, but I think he was your problem at that point. But
mid 2000s, I'm talking about, not
Chris Drury, Danny Briere, I think were powering the ship. Tony Ludman.
There's a pull.
Yeah, Ryan Miller and
yeah. All right. Yep.
So I think like this is for sure the first time they have held first place in the division, and they'll fight for it right to the end. We'll see. You, good listener, already know what happened in that Sunday game between Tampa and Buffalo. I'm just sort of curious. Are they like what do you do with this team? Like this
Buffalo?
Is the type of team that you would go, hey man, Jarmo Kekalainen should be GM of the year, but he didn't do anything before they got hot, right?
How dare you, Matt? Luke Shen, Sam Carrick.
What's his name? Logan Stanley.
Logan Stanley.
He did do some stuff at the deadline. He tried to do the Colton Parayko thing. It didn't pan out. People don't love visiting Buffalo, I guess. Who knew? I'm sort of that hot streak. That's.
Oh, this is not a hot streak anymore.
No, but that's not Kekalainen's team.
No, it is not.
That's Kevin Adams' team.
100% it is.
Can you give somebody GM of the year after they got shit canned?
No, yes, you can.
Can you do it?
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Can you give Rick Bowness Coach of the Year?
You can. For me, it's not been quite enough yet, but you can. You can.
Look at those guys, man.
Yeah, I know.
That is since he
They're in
took
your
over,
way.
They are in my way. And so, but it is, you look at his record, and I think they're one of their only 2 regulation losses came to Ottawa.
Right.
In his run.
So fuck him.
Fuck him.
Yeah, no.
It's true, man.
But it's so weird that this Buffalo team that everyone believed in, regardless of what order you thought it was going to happen, for all those years that it was Toronto, Tampa, Toronto, Tampa, Florida, and Boston.
Yeah.
And we're all waiting for Ottawa, Montreal,
Detroit,
and Buffalo to come.
Yeah.
And they've all showed up, and yet somehow Buffalo got off to this apocalyptically bad start that was like, fuck this, we'll fire our general manager.
People were writing them off in December. Like,
yes,
you are done. This is 14 or 15 years now.
And then they just haven't lost since.
It's crazy.
So I don't... like, good for Jarmo Kekalainen. Maybe he just went in on day one and gave an awesome speech. I have no idea.
Brought in reindeer meat.
Okay.
Get after it.
But man, they've just turned the corner, and it's Kevin Adams' team.
It's Alex Lyon.
Sure.
And whoever, I don't even know who else is like...
Josh Norris.
You know, they have...
Alex Tuck.
Yeah, but Luukkonen, I'm trying... In goal, I'm...
EPL.
EPL.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lyon and that guy that was supposed to be the future who's still sitting down in the minors.
The former Carlton Place Canadian.
And Canadian World Junior.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can keep screaming it, good listener.
Levy.
We're not going to hear you.
Levi.
Devin Levi.
Devin Levi. See, we got
I don't think he's been...
don't scream at me. He's in Rochester.
Yeah.
He's hanging out there. But again, I look at that lineup and I'm like, I think he would have been better off instead of bringing in the 3 guys he brought in.
Just let it ride?
Just let it ride, man. Like,
I don't
Sam
know.
Carrick, Stanley, and Shen. Stanley and Shen were healthy scratches Saturday night. You're like,
wow.
You're bringing him in for playoff depth?
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. They are crazy what's happening there. I don't understand it. It's a bit of voodoo.
I've got them no worse than second most likely to come out of the Atlantic and play in the conference final. And obviously that sounds like, way to go, Matt. Way to go out on a limb when they're playing for first place here on Sunday afternoon. But just 2-3 months ago, unthinkable.
100%.
So
would have been great to have that take then.
Yeah, and I did not.
But you're right. I agree with you.
Like, I think at this point, they're better or at least / hotter than Montreal, than Boston, than Buffalo. They are Buffalo. Than Detroit, I mean.
Than Ottawa, than everybody.
Ottawa, at the moment, we can talk about that, but at the moment, Ottawa's still outside looking in. And
yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
If they get there, it means Ottawa will be hot at the time.
Yeah.
I just think that division is going to be wide open. I will, like most people, I think, take Tampa to come out of the division and go to the conference final. But if it's not going to be Tampa, I look around the rest of the division and go, it's probably Buffalo, which is just fucking wild, man.
And again, it's one of those things where when a team pops,
yeah,
you're like, you have 90% of the same collection of shitbirds you had last year. And yet, last year you were so far out of the playoffs, and this year you're like, bam, we are contending for the division.
We matter.
For sure.
We're not squeaking in. We're fighting for first place right now.
And not only were you shitbirds last year.
Shitbirds for 15 years.
And the first 2 months of this season, you were so far out. People were like 10 points out by American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're supposed to be. That's
getting buried.
Elliot Friedman says, "Go fuck yourself at American Thanksgiving."
And yet, here they are.
He frames it differently, but that's what he's saying.
Yeah, okay. We're paraphrasing what Elliot said. But that is the thing. And you're like, when they pop and it's inexplicable, the things you go, yeah, it would have just been easy to say they're going to Buffalo. Buffalo's going to Buffalo.
Yep.
Well, they're not anymore.
No. So is this, like you said, it's not just a hot streak. They're here now. They're real. They're with Montreal, Detroit.
Well, I don't know if Gino Malkin keeps
hacking people down
in the face and whatever else. Who knows, right? But yeah, no, I don't believe in the goaltending.
How dare you?
But beyond that, I didn't believe in John Gibson was a washout in Anaheim, and he shows up this year.
But even in Buffalo, like Owen Power's been disappointing. Like, not quite what they wanted out of a. Like, to me, that made sense. If you can go out and get Colton Parayko, and that blew up, right? The no trade clause thing. Maybe we can get to that later on.
We will get to that.
But if you put him beside Owen Power, and then you have Dahlin doing his thing on the top pair, like, there was enough pieces there, but it's all on the left side. They need some right hand help.
Owen Byram, there's all kinds of pieces there.
This hasn't. I just look at them and it's weird because they have always just owned Toronto, even when
Toronto was good and Buffalo was not.
Yes. Or vice versa.
Yep.
When you would expect it to happen that way, but they kick the shit out of Toronto pretty regularly.
Yeah.
While Toronto fans are filling their building.
Yeah.
And yet, you might be able to talk me into, I'm going to need a bandwagon this April. It might be Buffalo.
Oh.
It's tough. Now, Pittsburgh will be there for me because Sid, that's an easy.
Yep.
And Dubas, as you know. As you called me last week, a fanboy.
You are a fanboy. You are a Dubas fanboy. Now, I think he deserves it right at this moment.
At the moment.
He may not
doing some comparison shopping.
He may not have deserved it when he was wearing the blue and white.
But like, I don't give a shit about the Islanders or the Flyers.
I will cheer against
the
Islanders.
Fuck you, Islanders. I don't care about Carolina. I hate Tampa. There's some weird shit happening in my headphones right now. I'm not sure it's happening in your headphones.
Not at all.
Great. I don't like Tampa. I don't like Detroit. I don't like Ottawa.
Oh, man.
I obviously don't like Montreal.
Oh, man.
Or Boston. It might have to be Buffalo, man.
That's because your team's been bumfucked by a bunch of teams.
Oh, it's true. Including Buffalo.
It's tough. It's hard to be. Matt has become a Utah Mammoth fan.
Actually, I think we've talked about this in the West. I've chosen the Anaheim Ducks. I think
we'll touch on that too because
do some deep ducking here in the next
deep
ducking. Sharks still in it too.
I'm trying to think about. Anyways, it's okay.
You can just let me have this one.
Yeah, all right.
We'll take a break here because I'm also going to need to have another pint, and we'll get to that.
I'm thirsty.
In just a minute. Lots still to get to. I did a show on the trade deadline solo on Friday, so the good listener has a good handle on what I think. But we'll get your take here in a moment, but we'll start with the beer. That shot across the table struck my knuckle.
Well, and I'm hoping that's all it struck.
It's the knuckle-struck IPA.
I wish. The Bloody Knuckles Stout.
That's how you open it.
Yeah, well, and mine had a bit of. I was kissed by it as well. I am drinking from Four Rivers. This is the. You ready, Matt?
Four Rivers
in
IPA
in Bathurst.
Oh, New Brunswick.
Yes,
Bathurst.
Yes, no, Bathurst, New Brunswick. This is the Acadie Light Lager.
Really?
Coming in at 3.5%.
Okay.
So I've taken my big boy up front.
Cruise home.
A little more gentle in the back end.
As we all. Anyway. Over here from Sawdust City.
Love it.
The Lone Pine IPA.
Oh.
So this is an American-style IPA, right around 6.5%, I believe here. Yeah. Just want to shout out our friend Angela Thompson here for a moment, who was
she back recently?
No.
Okay.
This has been here for a little bit, but she's going to be moving on to some other things, so we send her our best for sure, and it doesn't mean she won't be back around the show, just...
she's moving away from beer.
Well, we'll see. I don't think we ever move away. On to bigger and better things. So shout out to her. Let's talk about the NHL trade deadline. We can get some things that stood out for you or, that caught your attention. But I want to start here with a ranking of which NHL insiders broke the most trades on trade deadline.
That's interesting, Matt. I have no idea what you're going to give me here, but I am...
Do you want to take a stab at who won the day, at least?
Is it a Canadian insider?
Yes.
Is it Darren Dreger?
No, it is Elliot Friedman.
See, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, and we can talk about this as we work our way through the list here, but Elliot broke 15 deals. And actually, I should be clear, I think this is deadline week, not deadline day, because deadline day was a little quiet.
It was.
So Elliot broke 15.
Chris Johnson.
The second is actually NHL teams themselves, which never happens. Like their PR team or their social media account tweets out, "We have traded away," and they love it.
Including John Carlson, who had no idea.
Yeah, was fast asleep and relatable, buddy. Hey, what do you mean I live in Anaheim now? But as we said before the break, I might become a big Duck guy. So they should get it. Erik Karlsson, too. John Carlson, Leo Carlson. Lean into this, man.
All spelled differently?
Sure. Behind the NHL teams themselves, who had 7, Darren Dreger had 4.
Not even close.
Mike Russo had 3 from The Athletic, based out of Minnesota. And I really only think of him as a Minnesota guy.
Yes, as a wild guy.
But they were reasonably, they did the Nick Foligno thing, the McCarron thing. So, I guess if your team's busy enough, you got a reasonable shot at doing this.
The McCarron thing's interesting. What are you doing?
Chris Johnston, just 2.
Okay.
In deadline week.
So I was still there waving at it.
David Pagnotta from the 4th period, 2. Frank Saravalli, 1.
Boo, Frank Saravalli.
And Pierre LeBrun, just 1.
You don't say.
There are some other names mixed in there from some American outlets that the names I'm not as familiar with, but nobody ahead of Elliott, and all of them sort of tied from Dreger on down to LeBrun. You and I have talked about this before, which outlet you're going to watch on deadline day, which insiders you take the most seriously. I think you and I both said it'll be TSN, man. And yet Friedman pretty much
Ruled the day.
Schooled everybody, doubled up his closest competition. He broke 15. The teams themselves broke 7. Next closest real competitor would have been Dreger at 4, who I'm sort of like you. I'm skeptical on, or whatever else. But does that surprise you at all?
It does. It does. And it's one of those things where Elliott is sort of omnipresent,
Yeah.
right? Like he's everywhere, and I'm hit and miss with him.
Yeah.
I don't always love him. Well, it's really him. I don't always love him.
So the way he dresses. He got caught wearing like a suit jacket and dress shirt on deadline and a Lululemon kind of sweatpants on.
Yeah. Well, so
It's like, I'm going to be sitting here all day.
So the way better half
Yeah.
rips him every Saturday night. Like she is very hard on Elliott.
Like she can't find anybody in her own house to rip.
Well, because
Rob dresses pretty stylish even at home.
The deal is, I'm never in a suit.
No.
I think you put a suit on, the suit indicates you care about what you're wearing.
Right. What about suit, jacket, dress shirt, Lululemon pants?
You can't do it. You can't.
These are the man-made pants again.
This is it. You can't do it. I understand the people who are sitting at a desk like news anchors.
Yes.
You're wearing a pair of Bermuda shorts, whatever. You only see me from the fucking belly button up. But if I can see your whole gear,
Your gear.
you got to wear
This
pants.
is daytime television.
You got to wear pants, man. Come on. What are we doing here?
I was a little surprised CJ had such a bad week. I sort of looked at him as the heir apparent to Mackenzie. Now they did TSN a couple of little skits with, Bob's Rolodex and what they were going to do this year for the first time without him. Because Bob, even the last couple of years, he's been semi-retired. He still drops in on deadline day or free agency and breaks as many deals as anybody out of just texting old buddies or whatever else. It's always your contact list. So, bad look for CJ. Certainly, I don't think either one of us have ever believed that LeBrun is one of the top insiders.
They want us to believe that, though.
Yes.
They do.
For sure. Where do you want to start here with what got done on deadline day?
Let's start with the Leafs.
I don't want to.
But you asked me. You asked me.
I'll never do that again. All right, Rob, go ahead.
No, I want to. So you've already done a show.
Yeah.
You happy with what the Leafs did?
No.
How about turning Nick Waugh, who's been healthy scratched?
Mm-hmm.
You turned him into.
He was never healthy scratched.
Well,
Nick Waugh has been. There's nothing wrong with Nick Waugh and what he did for the Leafs, and the return on that was fine.
So because it's a first from Colorado, you're talking about a bottom 5 pick.
Yeah, probably. It's next year, so who knows? But
oh, it's not. It's a 27.
Anything good we got is a year away.
Okay,
It's important, man. There's some context. Yep.
Yeah. All right, but so you are talking about you ended up with a first, a second, a third, and a fourth,
And a fifth.
and a fifth. Like you had no draft capital. Now, short of trading Lawton, you sent a first out, got a year out of him, and turned
Sent a
him into
first.
a third.
And a prospect.
Oh yeah, right. Fraser Minton.
Then we played it. No. Grabenkin was the one who went
Bankin.
for.
Minton is in Boston.
Yes.
He went with the Carlo
Doing pretty
pick.
well, yeah. Traded 2 first-round picks away.
Yeah.
But sticking to the Lawton one, a first-round pick and a prospect for a guy that clearly your coach never liked. Turned him into a fourth-line plug. Played him with Steven Lorentz and Calle Yarncroke all year, and then went, oh, man, what do you mean all we can get is a third-round pick for him now?
And he loved being there. Did you not?
Yes.
Is that not worth
He's a
something?
GTA guy. He's an Oshawa Generals captain. Matter to me, probably
Screw the
nobody else.
Generals.
Yeah. You smell bad.
Yeah, 100%, man. We all knew this.
It's bad asset management.
It is terrible asset management.
Bobby McMahon for a second and a fourth. Fine. It's a little low, but it's fine.
Well, see, I don't get the love affair with Bobby McMahon and how he was going to be a first round plus.
I didn't think first round plus, but I thought second round plus maybe a body or first round and nothing else. Has shown if you play him with the right guys, can be a 30-goal kind of guy. He's the type of guy you should be trading. But we have so many of these guys. We Saturday night played Calle Yarncroke again.
Yeah.
You're done. It's over.
The coach loves
Why
him.
are you still playing Philip Myers and Simon Benoit? Play Henry Thrun. Can I just see, maybe he's nothing. Can I just see, though, William Villeneuve? Can I just get a look? Or do we have to keep playing?
Could you not have traded Benoit for something?
It's a great question, Rob.
But I watch that guy every time I see
Future considerations, I'll take. Can we just clear some things up?
But I watch Benoit play whenever I see Toronto play.
The
and I'm
next pass he completes out of the zone will be his first one of the season.
Okay. All right.
So can you not find anybody who wants to give you future considerations, which means we'll buy you a beer, Brad Treliving, the next time I see you in a bar at the
GM's meeting.
You just take him. Just take it.
But he looks like as a six.
Max Domi, Calle Yarncroke. Just clear some space. Just get rid of some dead weight so we can play some young guys. So we can get some mess out of the way. Nope. Zero creativity, zero use of cap space, zero use of retention spots. Nothing, man. Just the most fucking bare bones, useless.
Well, and you kept the best chip you had, which was OEL, right?
Yeah.
You kept that in-house.
I'm sure he'll be great again next year at 36 years old.
Yeah, no, he's only going downhill, right? He is your George Springer.
So he's got one more great year? Oh, this was the great year.
This is the great year.
I don't think we're going to the finals like Springer did.
No, but OEL is having a Springer-like season.
Yes, he.
Well, I'm going to lead you by the nose. We got to get it.
I understood it. I've already done this shit.
So the idea that this was going to... Okay, let's move away from that.
Let's, please.
It's making me feel bad.
Good. Yes.
So...
Warren Fogle.
No. The idea that this was going to be... I heard all about this. Doesn't matter who you were listening to. This was going to be a buyer's market. There was so many teams selling that there was going to be this idea that...
But that kept changing.
It certainly did.
Over the last couple days, it was like, all of a sudden, it's a seller's market.
Yeah. So
I think what we learned, did we not just run through the numbers on all these insiders? None of them know shit except Elliot. You don't know if it's a buyer's market or seller's. Like, this is the part that bugs me about Lawton, as I yank it right back to the thing I said I didn't want to talk about. Nick Dowd, Michael McCarron are bringing back more than Scott Lawton. Are you kidding me?
I'm turning my volume down.
Do it.
As you're
oh man,
into
nobody's selling and nobody can get young pieces in. Okay. All right.
Yeah. See,
3, 2, 1.
Toronto
1,
was
2, 3.
in a clear
What
selling market.
Why is bothering me?
Why did they not sell more, Matt? That's the question.
They're stupid, Rob.
Well, True Living said that. It all falls to me.
Stupid.
It all falls to me.
He's right. He actually came right out and said,
yes,
roster construction is a problem. Sure is, bud.
Coaching is a problem.
He said it's not working. Okay. So we going to ride out 18 more games of what we saw on Saturday? Because that should be fun.
Yeah, they've been extra brutal.
Yep.
And tuning in to that game because Ottawa played the late game Saturday night.
I didn't even tune into it. I watched USA Britain.
I want to see the.
I assumed that would be closer and more competitive.
Yeah, well, and it was
for a while.
There was mailing it in.
Yeah,
and you're like, oof. and you have all this turn, and never have I heard more talk of Austin Matthews being traded.
Yeah.
That seems to be, because if you trade that mofo.
Yeah, I'm not buying that yet.
But if you.
Well, if you decide it's over, then you should trade him.
Because that is.
But it doesn't just sound like they're keeping Matthews. It sounds like they're going to keep Treliving and Berube.
They're not going to come back with both those guys. They're not going to come back with both those guys.
For all the years I have heard people rip Toronto crowds for being quiet and uninterested, you have never, ever seen a more quiet and uninterested crowd
than Saturday night.
100%.
That's true. I was watching it, and it was extra mausoleum-esque.
Empty rows, just watching the highlights right behind the benches, like nobody there. Like, I'm not showing my face on camera at this. Well, get the paper bag thing back
in
out
that
there.
In that Austin Matthews period, so whatever that is, 2015.
Yeah. 2016 to
now. You know, where
this is our first 7-game losing streak.
People are like, I don't want these tickets. Like people like empty seats, which was
it was happening.
Unheard of thing.
But it was happening before the Matthews thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But
we were starting to see lights off in certain boxes, and
people were saying,
it was the PA Parento Leafs.
Yes. We love those.
Yeah.
We look back to those with such fondness. But anyways, so this to me is, the chandelier has come down.
Yeah.
If that's where we're at now on this team that was a cup contender coming into this year. Like this was, okay, there was still talk.
Yes. So we'll have time to do that.
We will. It's just, I thought it was an easy place to start. Now I regret it, and I will defer to you next time.
This. The Sens, Perron out, Fogle in. Strong takes either way.
Strong? No, I would have to fabricate that. I think when you look at it and you go, if you saved $1.5 million, you got an extra year.
Got younger.
That's what I'm saying. So there's 8 years. He's 8 years younger. You've got an extra year.
Yep.
You've saved $1.5 million. The guy's a better skater, and he's better on the PK. Period. If that's all we get, that's what we get.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a week or two ago that I wouldn't have sold, I wouldn't have bought. You did swap it. I put on Twitter after the Perron sale that I wouldn't have done that. I think if you think you're going to get into the playoffs, I want that guy. I like that guy. I think he can help you there. And as I slept on it, I got up the next day and I did do the post-deadline show here. I was probably a little too hard on it when you consider everything you just mentioned, right? The age of the guys. It essentially was a swap. They went to different places, but it was, you save a little bit of money. Certainly a younger guy, I guess, is fine.
Yeah.
I still think if Ottawa can climb in, and it looks more likely than I thought it would at this point in the year. I'm still not sold on it, but we'll see.
We'll see what it looks like with no Jake Sanderson, perhaps, and suspension.
Yeah, I checked that just a couple minutes ago. Still no update there.
On the way in the building today, I checked it.
Yeah. I think I would have kept Perron. Now, he did say on his way out, and he didn't say it in a shitty way, but just it didn't feel like they ever found a great fit for me. And I get that. He was up and down the lineup a little bit.
Well, and his age just really, in terms of the way Ottawa plays the game, he's great along the boards, all those things. He's a good veteran.
Had that great, was it game 5 against Toronto?
6. Where he scored the tying goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was game 6. And then Pacioretty scored like 35 seconds after.
Leaf legend.
Yeah.
Bring back Max.
There was a moment, right? But it just seemed like the way Ottawa plays the game, it was hard to find a spot for.
There's a lot of that, isn't there? Like, I briefly addressed it on the show on Friday night. I loved the Zetterlund pickup last year at the deadline, and it just hasn't worked. And I'm less and less as the season has gone on. man, you got to find a better spot for that guy. You got to. Yeah, it's not that. Like, they've tried him in a bunch of spots up and down the lineup.
Yes.
At some point, it's him.
Yes.
And it hasn't clicked.
And you go, oh, New Jersey didn't want you. 20-goal scorer in New Jersey. Oh, we don't want you. And you go, oh, in San Jose, 20-plus goal scorer. And we're willing to trade you.
Yeah.
And you end up here. And now you look at a guy who goes, and it's Zetterlund in. And you go, oh, no, nothing happens.
But there's been a few different times where I've looked at it and go, man, you can't find a spot for Perron. Man, you can't find a spot for Zetterlund. Like, figure it out. Like, almost like a rip on Green. But maybe they're just not the right guys.
Yes.
Is that on Steos?
Yes. No, for sure it is.
It's a little bit, at least.
No,
Do you fit here?
I'm putting it more on the GM than I am on the coach.
Yeah. Because both of them are useful players.
Well, Perron was a useful player.
Well, Zetterlund, as you've suggested, is a 20-goal guy. He's a useful player. Whether he's useful in your lineup.
Yeah.
Or not.
We've seen him for a year, and there's nothing about that guy who doesn't say that when you're going to win, he's going to be on your roster. He's not playing a top 9 spot on your roster on a winning team.
And he's not a fourth-line guy.
And he's not a fourth-line guy.
Yeah.
Like, to me, strong, fit, skates well, shoots well, but I think it's between the ears and where he goes when he doesn't have the puck.
Right.
These sorts of things, you're like, if he can get to and he can get to it, but if he knows where to go and he can rip the puck, he's fine. But to me, I
really thought on PP2, like, you'd be able to make some hay there as a shooter. It just hasn't worked, man.
In the bumper, whatever. Yeah. You put him somewhere. But that is on the GM, and it's on the GM not only for acquiring him and giving up a second and a stop chuck, but you've now signed him for 3 more years at $4 million. Like, that's the part where you can acquire him because of his 5-on-5 scoring, all those things that you needed, and then that doesn't come to fruition. You go, yeah, but I think if we give him a 3-year extension,
he'll figure it out.
Good shit's going to happen. No.
So I'm not really sure you would say Ottawa sold or bought. They did one of each for comparable parts, but as we've discussed, one significantly younger, one for longer term, one for, whatever else. Did anything else stand out to you around deadline day for the Sens?
Yeah, it was only that I think I come down on liking the Fogle, if it's just a swap out, except I talked about the Nick Roy.
Yeah.
Fogle was a healthy scratch.
Yep. Yeah, he's only on pace for 9 goals this year. He's been better in every other year of his career, but this is not a good year.
I think a second seemed a bit high for that guy who clearly the Kings wanted to get rid of.
Right.
So I think I like it. I think I would have felt better if it wasn't a second in a year when you have no first. And anyways, that is the other thing that I can't dismiss, that a second seemed a bit rich for a guy that the LA Kings clearly wanted to get rid of.
I got to tell you, man, and I thought I was going to move off the Sens here. I'm so sick of the Sens should get their draft pick back story. But
that makes one of us in this room.
The thought seems to be that they'll find out within the next week or two whether that's going to happen. And to me, that makes it that much shittier. If you're the league, and maybe they did, but if you're the league, just call Andlauer or Steos and say, hey, I understand this is floating around your market, and it has been for a long time, that you just wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, and maybe you'll get, the 32nd overall pick in the first round or whatever else. But don't float. Like, there's a number of informed people saying, yeah, they'll know in the next week. Why would you do that? Why would you let them go through the deadline,
right, when you could
not
really use
knowing
that?
What you have or what you're not going to have? Like, I look, we've been through this enough times. I don't think New Jersey and Kovalchuk and whatever else should be used as a precedent, or we have new ownership or whatever else.
But it is the exact same situation.
Or it's not the exact same situation. So either do it or don't. But I don't like the idea that everyone in the know seems to know that you're going to get that answer a week after the deadline. I think just
okay. So
if there's anything to that, just give it to them or don't.
Right.
But let them know before they trade away this year's second or before they make any moves. Right. If we're this close to a decision, it seems weird to have this held out in front just beyond the deadline.
Everybody feels like it's Bettman it's at his whim, and he's already.
And it is.
Yes, of course it is.
Yeah.
And so while the Kovalchuk and the cap, avoidance, help me out here. What
cap circumvention.
Circumvention, thank you, is one thing, but it is the new ownership. It is the penalty.
Why does that matter? There is a franchise in the league that hurt other franchises in the league. You bought that just like you bought a home with a faulty.
Yep. I agree with you, but Gary is a lawyer.
Yeah. Look, if that's the way we're going to go, tell Ottawa that before the deadline. That's all I'm hanging my hat on.
Again, in the precedents, they didn't tell New Jersey until after the trade deadline.
That's just an extra little twist to your nuts. That's like,
yes, of course it is. Of course, nobody here in this market disagrees. And do I know what Gary's going to do?
Yeah.
No. And do I assume it's going to be contrary to what I want? Yes. So, do I think we're going to get the pick back? No. Would I like the pick back? Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Do I think on precedent we should get it? Yes. But do I think? No. So,
I think? No.
Yeah.
Clip that. For later.
Anyways, it just comes down to that is the thing, and you go, okay, we are.
I just at some point give Ottawa their pick back,
or
don't give Ottawa their pick back. Can we stop fucking around and going? You'll find out 8 days after the deadline.
I'm not inclined.
Yeah.
But this is a Gary thing. This is a Gary issue that we have, and we both have it.
Yep.
And you're going to hear about it.
Right up until draft. And
this is it.
Perhaps beyond. We'll see who gets number 32 overall.
You know what?
And what they pick.
In mid-August, it'll be, you know what, Ottawa, we've decided next year you get 2 firsts.
The rest of the deadline, there was some stuff here. Look, it was a quiet deadline. There was a lot of people talking about whether it was the limited ability to use double retention, whether it's going to be the salary cap in the playoffs. It was quiet, but there were some big players moved. Certainly Nazem Kadri, Braden Shen.
John
Carlson, I think, as we addressed a little bit earlier, caught everybody off guard for somebody like me who's about to become a hardcore Ducks fan.
Quack, quack.
Yeah, it's a big move, man. What stood out to you outside of Ontario?
Yeah, to me, it's the John Carlson trade, and it's not just the Kadri. I know there's the Nick Waugh. Right, like if you look at from this March to last March, they've added Brock Nelson, they've added Kadri.
They added Charlie Coyle, sent him out again.
And they've added Nick Waugh. They have revamped.
Pretty good up the middle.
And this is it, right? If you have Nick Waugh as your fourth line, Kadri as your third, Brock Nelson, and that McKinnon guy.
Sure. And swap 2 and 3 as you go. Like
this is it. That you have.
You didn't have to deal away. A lot of people thought if you're going to get Kadri back, it was going to be for Nichushkin. And say what you want about that guy. But he's a playoff killer, right?
Yeah.
You managed to keep him in the fold.
To me, for a team that is going to win the President's Trophy this year, for whatever we think of that.
They are scuttling a little bit here.
But they're still 6 points up on Dallas, I think, in the division. And so nobody else is going to touch them.
Yeah.
Like that team you've made changes. I just think they are, in terms of what a front runner.
Is the Central, that's the best division right now, right?
That's battleground. That's ground zero.
So Minnesota already made their big move and went and got Quinn Hughes.
Who?
But they bring in Nick Foligno. They bring in Michael McCarron.
Yeah. Those two.
You just look at the center depth, right? For me, no matter whether they're going to play Dallas or Colorado in the first round, it sure looks like Dallas. I'm not buying Minnesota still because it's Joel Eriksson-Ek. It's Ryan Hartman going up against either.
Well, if you need your face pile drove into the ice,
Hartman's your
guy.
He's got you covered.
Yeah.
I don't see any. Well, let me put it this way. Out of those 3 teams, whose goaltending do you like the best? Can one of them, because Ottinger, this hasn't really been his year. Blackwood had sort of talked himself into the Olympic conversation for Canada, perhaps, though, based on
the rest of the field.
Yeah. But then you had Gustafsson and Wallstedt,
the wall of St. Paul.
And yet, it's not like Gustafsson was particularly good at the Olympics when tested. They ended up going with Markstrom down the stretch.
Bet they wish they changed that.
You're running out of options.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Well,
I think I like Ottinger.
you got a gold medalist in. He's in Winnipeg. Sorry, he wasn't an option.
Well, Ottinger's a gold medalist, but he's your third stringer. He does have a gold medal.
I think I like Minnesota's goaltending.
Yeah. I just don't know if... I think I do too. And yet, is it enough for me to say the way Colorado's going to come at you in waves? It sounds like Dallas isn't getting Sagan back. I know he's not what he once was, but he was part of their depth. Rantanen is hurt now. It sounds like he'll be back in time. Yeah. They now have a Michael Bunting, which is... Sure.
Everybody needs
something.
a Bunting.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, to me...
I look at, you talk about the forward or center depth, specifically in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Great D.
Yeah.
Their goaltending is good.
Yeah.
I just wonder, they're trying to hit you with, up front, a spread, an even a depth of nothing great, but...
Except Kaprizov.
He's good.
You don't think he's great?
No, sorry, he's great.
Yeah.
I just mean...
But I know what you're saying.
He is...
We're going to hit you repeatedly with B lineup.
100%.
Or B lines.
We're going to hit
as opposed to a CCC.
A Kaprizov line and then 3 third lines.
Yeah. Yes.
That kind of thing, right? And then a really talented, agile defense and good goaltending, right? And so I just wonder if that is not going to be enough. If that is enough to jump up, if it's Dallas... For Minnesota, I like Dallas too. Yeah. But if that's enough for a first round for Minnesota to take Dallas out, but then not withstand potentially what Colorado has in a second round.
Yeah,
that's kind of, I wonder if that's
like Blackwood to me is what Colorado had with Kemper, but maybe a little bit better. But they don't need a star like Hellebuck or whatever else. They just need somebody who's fine.
Right.
And he can be that.
They've given themselves a Kemper and a Grubauer.
Yes.
With Wedgwood and Blackwood. Like, to me, they have...
So much wood.
Full wood. and it just, to me, if one of those guys doesn't come through, the other guy is not a huge downgrade. Is he a huge upgrade? No. Yeah. But to me, you are looking at, you have a couple of same.
Back in the East, Tampa goes out and gets Corey Perry. Carolina doesn't do much. The Islanders bring in Braden Shen.
How do you feel about Carolina?
Honestly, man, I've been back and forth. Like, I feel like when the East is this wide open, go put yourself over the top. And yet, when the East is this wide open, do I need to
stick with what I'm doing?
Put myself over the top? And the last 2 years, they went out and they tried Gensel. Didn't work. Went out and got Rantanen. Didn't work. Like, maybe they're sort of, fuck it. Like, maybe we're better off to just do what we do and see what happens. I know Rantanen was gone by the time the playoffs happened.
They got a first-class face puncher, though.
Yeah, Nick Delorier. That's probably what you needed. I'm sure he'll see a lot of ice time there.
How many faces get punched in the playoffs?
A lot of faces get washed. Yeah. I don't know how many get punched.
First round, maybe there's some faces getting punched.
Right.
But to me, I think if you can't get if they weren't going to get a Trocheck, notorious Quebec-born athlete,
or a Bobrovsky.
See, you
can't like Carolina's goaltending. Like, it's let them down at every turn for as long as anyone can remember.
Not the newest number one hasn't. And if you can,
he's coming hard back to earth.
I know, but if you okay, but you can't stay 22-2 forever. Look at the Colorado Avalanche.
No, you can go 23-2 and 24-2.
Yeah,
but the count's going the other way.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no. As long as we keep playing games, I'm never staying at 22-2. I'm rolling with Bussy and I'm sticking with Anderson as a backup. And
there's talk Kochetkov could be back for round one.
Yeah,
he's hurt.
Right. Sure, but I kind of, if you're not going to home run it, and you're not, like, to me, Trocheck would have been the perfect fit there.
Yes,
but if you're not getting that, I don't mind the idea of we are already a division leader.
What we are.
And we're going to stand pat, not make any chemistry changes. We're just going to roll forward. I know there's a lot of people who want to spend a pile of oxygen saying, you need to do this and you need to do that. And you're like, we're going to fucking roll in and we're going to probably go to the Eastern Conference Final as is.
As we always do.
And we'll take our chances with whoever comes out of a beat up, maybe Atlantic. We'll see what happens. I like it. I don't mind what Carolina did.
Because somebody in the East or in the Atlantic is crossing over, right? Whether it be Detroit or Boston or Ottawa
in the bottom.
or whatever.
Yep.
And then I guess you're getting Islanders, Penguins. That's
not good.
It's soft, man.
It's super soft.
So one of those guys is getting to the second round.
Yep. And so
I don't mind the Braden Shen. It's first and now he's slowed down significantly. He's still a good playmaker. He's not scoring all that much anymore. I guess he'll be the second line center behind Horvat. Like I get, if you're the Islanders, why not? We just finished saying the East is this wide open.
Yep.
Take a swing. You're better off right now than you expected you'd be. You may have the best goaltender in the Eastern Conference playoffs outside of only Vasilevsky, probably.
Yeah. Well, the way they play, they still play that defensive game. And if they can add, like to me, Shen's not adding you a pile of offense.
No.
But he is, to me, he's the kind of guy.
He's a playoff guy.
But he is a playoff guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, for sure. And so to me, to me, it doesn't move the needle. He's a vanilla add to a vanilla team.
Yeah. Like I don't ever want to watch an Islanders game.
I don't. And I will
I'm
not
intrigued
watch
by
them.
watching Schaefer a bit, but after I've seen it a little, I'm kind of on to the next thing.
So you tuning into a little Pittsburgh, New York Islanders action?
In a playoff round?
Yeah.
What else is on at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's not going to be a lot of CanCon right now, it doesn't look like.
No WBC action at
by
that
then,
point either. No,
yeah.
You're out of luck,
It's
Matt.
so wild, man, how I don't care right now. Like, and this is maybe Matt's early sulking phase that we normally talk about after the. But like, I'm not staying up to watch Ottawa versus Seattle on a Saturday night after the Leafs have been.
I did.
Well, good for you, man. I was. Oh man, what do you mean I'm losing an hour? So I'm gone, man. I'm gone to bed right now.
Yeah.
I was already like half the reason I think the WBC right now is so fun is.
It's happening in prime time
everything,
or in the day.
And everything else is so not fun in my sports.
But you're a guy,
good. Ottawa's doing great. That's what I want to see. Toronto's doing bad. That's what I want.
You're a guy who went through that early teens rebuild.
Yeah. Yeah.
9 years of playoff action.
Yeah.
Build up, all that stuff. And now you're like, poof, it's gone. You have a right to be bitter.
But there will be a little. Yeah, I do. Which is great because I've been bitter since long before all that.
But now it's endorsed.
I want to see Sid and Gino take one more run at this.
Cross-check people in the face.
Sure.
Or slash people in the face.
Sure.
Whatever.
If it's an Islander. Yeah.
Fuck, that guy's been greasy and dirty all his
All
career.
the whole time, man.
And
but like, I'll watch that. Because how many more like, no one thought Crosby and the Pens were going to be back in the playoffs.
This is it.
Let me get a look at that. I don't think they're winning the cup this year, but I want to see them.
Malkin will be playing for,
probably the Kings.
Moscow Dynamo or whatever next year.
Yeah.
Like he's done. He's going, but he's gone. Like this is the last hurrah for the big three: the Letang, Crosby, Malkin.
I just wonder, man, when you look at what you're going to watch this year, and we'll have lots of time to get into this, because for you, it may yet be the Sens. Like honestly, they're as hot as anybody, and it's hard to make up the ground that they have made up. But they win again last night, and they stay right where they are. Right, like it's hard.
Yeah,
but they may yet get in.
9-2-2 in the last 13 games,
and they're still 4 out. And that's not me trying to be an asshole. It's just, man, it's so hard to dig as far out as they were.
See, we talked about Buffalo early in the show.
Yeah.
They had that streak.
See, I kind of want to watch Buffalo.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is they had that streak where they were like 15 games and they were just in a wild card spot. The thing is, not anybody, it's hard, but if you can pull off a 9-2-2 or it's fine. It's what do you do in the next, because that'll get you back in the talk.
Well, Toronto did it. Toronto had a month where they went 9-1-2 or whatever it was, and it was just barely enough to get out of the muck, get into the second wild card spot, and that was it. They were spent.
Yep.
And you fall apart in the games after, and that's it. But like,
we'll see what Ottawa does.
I'll watch Ottawa. Like, if Ottawa gets in, they're going to play Carolina. It looks like.
I'm here for that. That's not optimal.
I'll
but
watch
it's not what I
that.
want. It's not. I'm not afraid of that.
No, I wouldn't be afraid of that either. But I'll watch that for the sake of the show. That series is not that interesting. Anything against Carolina
100%.
is just not that interesting.
I understand that. That's
Montreal versus Buffalo. I guess like that's offense. So am I. But at least that's end to end. Whereas Ottawa, Carolina feels like two teams trying to out defend each other.
Chop a puck into 15 pieces in the neutral zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I will watch it, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. Pittsburgh Islanders as a style, it's probably not going to be very good.
Hey,
but it's. Let me watch Sid one more time.
Yeah,
here
and you know what?
Boston.
I was disappointed to see last week in a non-trade deadline kind of thing. JG Pajot extend in
thought he might come home.
I was sure that guy when that contract ended up was coming home at a, and you could put him in as a bottom six guy.
I think it was only like 3 years, 4.5, something like that.
Whatever it was long enough to go. Not happening. Not coming back. So I was sad to see JG not coming home.
Anything else out west? You saw Utah go get Uyghur. LA bought and sold.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know exactly. No, they were 3 points out. Probably more now.
They lost to Montreal on Saturday night and to come back.
Yeah.
Utah to me is interesting.
Yeah.
I just think the way they play the game, they're a team I wouldn't mind cheering for out west. Now
they're still new.
They don't have the Arizona stink on them.
That's it.
They are the mammoth, which I like.
Yep.
So to me, and Andre Tournier.
The uniforms are kind of cool. Yeah, Tournier has a local.
Yep. So there's lots about that.
I asked you last summer how long before a California team passes LA, and Anaheim currently is ahead of LA.
They were
I kind of like that.
First place in the division. Are they the first
I think
place in the
they're
division
second
right now?
if not first and second.
I think they're first. Sunday as a recording.
But I, as a kid who grew up in that era, watching the old Ducks movies and whatever else, I got time for that. And
I hate that.
Somebody wanting just something extra to cheer for. The 10 p.m. starts, though. It's tough on old Matt.
I think we've referenced it, but never talked directly about the Carlson trade.
The John Carlson.
Yeah, John Carlson trade. To me, that is on a team you have a guy who at 35 or 36, it feels like just yesterday he scored that goal in Saskatoon.
Ugh.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Does that not just
World Junior 2010?
Yes, I'm like,
fuck you, John.
Yeah, I felt like that for
against Jake Allen, I believe.
10, 15 years.
Yeah.
It's maybe just in the last year or two that I've lost that. But he's a guy who's going to be able to get those young forwards the puck. He's going to be able to help them on their power play.
Well, right side blue line of John Carlson, Radko Gudas, and Jake Trouba is killer in 2018. We'll see if it's any good in 2026.
But I like what he brings.
Yes.
And I like also...
Because all their flashes up front. They need somebody to get them the puck.
And I
he
think
can do that.
He can still do that.
Yeah.
And I like that it hurts Ovi's feelings. It just makes me feel good personally. And I get it if I'm him. I'm like, we're 3 points out.
Like you just said, man, he's off to Dynamo.
Yeah, but we're 3 points out and you're trading away our...
That's very LA.
Yes. And you're like, what
Corey Perry out, Scott Lawton in. What are we doing? Are we trying or are we not trying?
Yeah. So I think the Ducks are a very intriguing, and they are young, and we're talking about Buffalo
might be
popping.
My West Coast team.
We are talking about, it seems like with Dostal and all the forwards they have, just
Leo Carlson back healthy.
Yeah, it looks like they could be in
Cutter Gauthier
scoring like every game.
Honestly,
feels like. So they are interesting, and I think for a first round pick, you're like. Psh.
The one thing I think we should mention just before we wrap is the Kadri trade back to Colorado, and it does land the Flames, who are solidly now.
They are terrible,
but embracing that, and they are rebuilding. Over the next 3 drafts, they have 6 first-round picks and
Carolina
8 second-round picks, man. Like, they are just... and you're not going to draft all those guys, and if you do, you're not going to keep them. But when you're ready to rebound, you will either have those picks or the prospects that came from those picks.
Pierre Dorion.
Ready?
Listen. Shh, Matt's going to talk something smart here.
I just don't listen to Pierre Dorian is the smart thing.
No, he should be listening to what you're saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You can't pick in all of those spots. And if you do, you can ship those guys out. But that is a ton of draft capital. They have done this properly in Calgary, even though they have refused to say that's what they're doing. And it sounds like that was important to Kadri to not be like, I need out of here. Like it was I'm happy to stay here. I love Calgary. Calgary has treated me well, but
the article,
I like that, man. He seems to believe, I don't know why I framed it that way, but like they went over the top for him with his 1000th game.
Yep.
Like they treated him well. He wanted to do well by them. Yeah, I'd like to go try and chase a cup again, but he very badly, it sounds like, didn't want it painted as I have to get out of Calgary.
He didn't want it out there saying, I'm out.
No.
I'm out on this.
That's right.
He wanted them to make the moves, but also to still show respect and admiration for the franchise the fan base.
Yep.
But the article I was looking at that said, sometimes it's okay to go back to your ex.
Sure.
And it was Kadri and Perry, right? It was this whole idea of, you know what?
I saw a great meme that was...
Unk still got it?
No. It always happens like the day after trade deadline. It's like, here's a picture, the first picture of Warren Foegele in his new Sens jersey, right? It's him on the ice at practice or whatever else. And it happens in every market after whatever, and the team's social media puts it out. And so somebody like 8 minutes after the Kadri trade was like, here's the first picture of Kadri in his Colorado jersey, and it's him holding the cup over his head.
Yes.
And so you're just like, good for you, man. Like, and I've always loved Nas, you know that. So I'm happy for him.
Should have been an Ottawa Senator.
Yeah, we're taking him.
Yep.
I think was the...
Brian Burke,
so.
We'll take Jared Cowan. Don't worry about it.
And then I guess we'll take him later.
Yes.
After you've worn him out.
Thank you.
Give me the leftovers of that. Anything else, man?
No, man. I think that's it.
All right. We'll wrap it up here. We're on social media at Talk and Audio. We'd love to hear from you over there, and give us a follow on your favorite podcast app. For Rob, my name is Matt. Have yourselves a fantastic week.
See ya.
Damn you.